Artemis fits a lot of stereotypes of like kind of, but women who don't think they are TERFs. There's a lot like every Calypso fan, they all call me a misogynist at a certain point. Um, those girls are like on the line of becoming a TERF, and they don't even understand that they are, because in the reason why they think that I'm a misogynist is because when I talk about Calypso, I point out that she is the abusive one in that situation, and they look at Percy, a literal 14-year-old child, and they think that he has to be the abusive one, the bad one, the one that is hurting the woman, purely because he's a boy.
Mhm.
That's literally all it is that because he's a boy, he has to be the one and she has to be the victim. And they can't even notice in a situation like that, when it's so obvious that that's not what's going on here. They still can't see it because they're stuck in like those gender roles that they just assume that like the guy has to be the bad one and the girl has to be the victim. And even when it's very obviously not that way, they still can't see it. And so there's a lot of like white women particularly that are like kind of teetering that line. And like right now is a time when a lot of those people may like fall over the edge. Like the whole Blake Lively situation is a really good example of that. Like, by the way, like, we don't like Ryan Reynolds at all, but these are, like, rooted in reality reasons. I don't like that they use their children as pawns for PR and marketing. And I don't like the stories about him, like, how he treats child actors on sets. And I don't like the idea that somebody like that in Hollywood can just, like, roam around and do whatever he wants. And it makes me nervous about things that we don't know about. That's not any of this other insane just shenanigans that we've watched happen over since like last August. But it's just like you can see people kind of towing that line, and that's what I mean by like they could show Artemis and even the other hunters as kind of like making people uncomfortable by like seeing themselves in a way that they don't like, because to see people watch Star Wars and they don't like that they're like the Empire, and it's like riddle me that. But it's like it's that sort of thing, and that's when they start being like, I don't like this movie because the bombs fall in space the wrong way, and it's like, no, you don't like this movie because it's calling you, specifically you, out.